Hey guys, grab your favorite mug and join me for my new podcast, Chemo and Coffee. My name is Hayley, and today we're exploring life one sip at a time as I start to share my cancer journey. Expect some real talk, a little bit of laughter, and a whole lot of positivity. Hi, welcome back to another Chemo and Coffee podcast with me. I was about to say channel, but this is not a channel. Yes, I have the same coffee. Look, I will promise I'll have another one for the next one. I promise. In a different cup. Most likely a hot one as well. We'll see. It's going to be a surprise for everyone. I thought I would get the third episode out as well, just so everything is out that I've already been through, and then whatever I post from now is everything new. So this episode is going to include my second chemo. So what I literally just went through, and I'm still technically going through, as mine ended. It's now been a week. Like, it's Wednesday today and my chemo ended last Monday. So it's been a week since, but yeah, I'm going to be telling you everything that happened with number 3. Woo, woo, woo. I'm so awkward. Okay, so the actual chemo. So, oh no, let's track it back even further. Let's get the pick line in. So, a week before that, so the day I actually came out of hospital for me being sick, I got a call and they were like, we want you to come get your pick line in. Yeah, because I got told that day that my hematologist said that I'd probably get my pick line in my arm in like the day I come in for my next chemo. But then I got a call as I left, them saying they wanted me to come in on that Friday, so 2 days after, to come get the pick line in my arm. And I was like, oh, my hematologist just said it'd be later. They're like, no, we want you to get it in like ASAP, even though I wasn't going in for chemo until the week after. Anyways, so I was like, okay. It was the day before Emily's hens that I went in for that. So went in, got it done, very hard. It was not easy. So they told me that it was going to hurt less than my femoral line. No. I mean, I'm sure it does usually if everything were to go correctly. It didn't go correctly for me. So my veins were like kind of bouncy, juicy, like kept dodging. So they went in, they local anesthetic to the area. It still took him a while to do that, by the way. Was quite concerned. Hurt a little bit because he was like really jabbed the needle and was doing a lot of stuff with it. Anyways, and then I think they tried. Andre reckons I was in that room for like 2 hours. They tried for ages to get it in, and it did not want to go in. My veins were not cooperating, so they were like, "We need to go higher up in your bicep. Like it won't let us put it in." I was like, "Oh, okay." Like my veins were they're like, "You're too young." I was like, I've been told that a few times. Anyways, so they went down, they had to local anesthetic that area again, and then they had to try again. It still took them ages, but they got in. So they got into the vein, even though my veins kept dodging. They was like, no, I'm not ready. Mood. Anyways, so then they put it in. I could feel it. I was like, am I meant to feel it in my chest? They're like, no. I'm like, I can feel it in my chest. And they reckon it's because that's where the mass is. So like my mass was like leaning against it. So I was pushing the cannula to actually touch like the edges so I could feel it. So hopefully they were like, hopefully as it shrinks, you won't feel it as much. But they did pull it back a little bit to make it more comfy because I was like, this actually hurts. Like I can feel it in my heart. It was wild. A weird feeling. Like it's weird. But like everything that's not meant to happen happens to me. So that's what you'll learn quite quickly about me. Anyway, so I was just like, can I have Panadol? Because like I was like, it was an actual pain. I could feel it in my chest. It was weird. They're like, you should not feel anything. I'm like, I feel it. I feel it. Anyways, so got that done. Told Andre I would literally be there for half an hour, maybe an hour. No, I think I said an hour, and he was there for 3 hours. So sorry. My body just doesn't like to cooperate. Anyway, so left with the pick in my arm. And then I still had hair back then, by the way. So my first chemo, all that, I had my hair. It was starting to fall out. Especially that week, like my extensions. That was a pretty traumatic week. I think it happened literally within 1 week. My extensions started falling out, and I had 70 in my head, so I had a lot to come out, and my hairdresser was closed over the Christmas holidays, so I couldn't go in and get them removed. And like, we had it booked in for me to go in and get them removed, but it was just too soon. So it was just like falling out. Like, I was at Erin Affair and I walked out at dusk and one was on the ground from when I walked in. They were just falling everywhere. It was wild. And then Saturday morning, when I was getting ready for Emily's hens, like, I was just brushing my hair and it was like 10 would come out at a time. It was wild. And then the more I brushed it, obviously, the more fell out. And it got to a point where I was like, okay, I'm literally balding. Like, I was like, I got to put it up because it looked really uneven. I was like, let's put it up in a high pony. Brushed it to put it up in a high pony and they all came out. So that was the most traumatizing get ready with me ever. So all my extensions fell out that morning. So I just had my hair and it was so thin, like you could see I was balding, even just like in like my what's it called, in your part. Like, it was so thin, and I was like, I didn't have time to honestly sit down and be like, wow. Like, I had to get ready. I had a place to be, and then also in the process I got my outfit dirty, so then I had to put on a different outfit, and it was just, I had to try curl my hair, make it look as voluminous as possible. It was just, do my face. It was wild. So I got there in the end. I did the day, and I was fine. But then when we went into public, because we did a few things that day, I had the biggest like social anxiety, purely just because I felt like everyone was just like staring at me balding. Like, it was windy and my hair was moving and I was like, this is going to come out. Like, that's how like loose it was. Like, wind would take my hair out. It was just, I felt like, I wasn't my best self that day. That's for sure. I was just like, my hair's about to fall out. Everyone's looking at me. Everyone can see that I'm balding. Like, I just felt like everyone was just staring at me. Like, it wasn't nice. And then because we're out in Terrigal, and then when I was coming home, I got frozen yogurt and I cried. That was the first day that I have cried in this whole entire thing, was that night, because I was scared to go home and brush my hair because more hair was going to fall out because it was so knotted and matty. Oh my God, it was bad. So when your hair's falling out, it is the most matted, knotty thing ever. Anyways, so that was the first time I cried. I never cried about me having cancer. I only cried about me losing my hair. And it wasn't even losing it. It was more the fact of just like seeing it come out in clumps. It was just like, what the heck? It was just the process. So I came home and Mum brushed my hair for me as much as she kind of could. And we just kind of put it in like a little ponytail. And then the next day I woke up and I was like, today is the day to shave my head. So my friend Izzy and her boyfriend came over. I had a strawberry daiquiri in my hand and she shaved my head. I only have a few dents in my head, which is great. I thought it was going to be way more. But yeah, so I shaved the rest of my head. I didn't let it all just fall out because that was going to be more traumatizing. So I just shaved it. It just went. It probably wouldn't have lasted that long anyways, to be honest, even if I did leave it. But yeah, that I probably would have cried more if I left it. Anyway, so I lost my hair on the Sunday. Had a few bevies in the spa. This is when I thought I could drink. Oops. Anyways, and then I went in for chemo the Thursday after that. The chemo that I just went through. But I got a few compliments on my wigs, and you know what? They're doing the job. They give me the confidence to leave the house. If I didn't have a wig, I would not be leaving my house. No way. You'll never see me bald. You'll never see me with that hair ever. Anyways, so that chemo, I went in, because I was treated as an outpatient this time. So I went in, I was sat in the cancer outpatient area for 7 hours, as they gave me the immune system thing that I reacted to last time, which I didn't this time. And then they started my chemo and then sent me on my way. Also gave me the anti-nausea thing that lasted 3 hours. We just chatted shit, vibes. So yeah, then I went, the 5 days went so quick, but I think it's because like I still like left the house and I did things. Like Andre stayed over, we went out for breakfast because it's like I have a little backpack with me. I'll show you guys one day. But it's called a CAD pump. It's this big, and it's just like a little black backpack. Like it's so low key, and then you just have like the little rosé thing going into my arm. It's a constant infusion for 96 hours. So yes, it went so quick. Like I feel like I blinked and it was Sunday. And then obviously it ran out around like 11 a.m. on Monday. It was meant to run out at like 2, but they always run out like 3 hours before. Like it's never accurate. So it ran out, started beeping at me around 11 in the morning on Monday. So I was like, okay. So I rang the hospital, went in, said, here you go. And then they did my bloods, and then they have to give you like another last hour of chemo. They just hook you up there. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know too much. I just said, cool, let's do it. And then I said, because on the weekend I had a belated Christmas party on Glass Island in Sydney, and I was like, if I had say I had a hypothetical belated Christmas party on a boat on the harbour this weekend, if I had a few bevies, what would happen? Because like I did ask my hematologist before my chemo started. Well, my mum did, if I could have a few drinks, and she was like, yeah. But that was before the treatment started, so I thought I was able to drink. Like I thought that meant she said I could drink while having cancer. But then these nurses were like, no. And I was like, oh, okay. She was like, look, wouldn't recommend a drink treatment, but I'm also not going to tell you to like not live your life. So she was saying no, but if you do, like, I'm not going to say for you to not live your life. So that's what she said. I was like, all right, I'll take that. I didn't drink because I was a good girl. Didn't really need to anyways. I do love a cocktail. Like it was hard because I was seeing everyone drink cocktails, and I was like I'm not an alcoholic, but I love the taste of a good cocktail. Love it. I don't drink alcohol for like what it does. I do it because they taste yummy. Anyways, so I can't drink. Sad. But I probably will at like Emily's wedding. But like I'm not going to be like getting on the piss every weekend. Anyways. Handed it back. I love how this has turned into alcohol. Handed it back on the Monday. Went home. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I did feel quite shit. The Thursday, I threw up twice. Even though my hematologist told me I wasn't really going to experience nausea because I didn't the first round, and the little bit they were increasing my chemo wouldn't make a difference. I think it did. But it's okay. I only vomited twice, so that's honestly fine. And then I did feel a bit nauseous, but I have the nausea tablets. I got rid of it pretty quickly. I did experience, I was quite tired this round. Like there was a day that I just didn't really want to do much. I just like laid in bed. And I did have body aches, like my body, but that also happened last time. Like my muscles got really sore. It was weird. But it wasn't really my muscles. It was just like my whole body. Like it was just like really quite sore when you touched it. So like a massage wouldn't even do anything. But that only lasts like a day. So that's fine. You just take some Panadol. And then Andre came home and he was like, oh, boys at work are sick. And I was like, okay, like best you go home then. Because like I said, I can't be around people that are sick. He had a bit of a headache and stuff. I still got sick. So he then woke up the next day and was like, yeah, I have a sore throat. And then I had a bit of a sore throat, and I had like body kind of like, not temps, but like, you know, like how you're cold but you're hot, that kind of stitch. But my body temperature hasn't changed. So I was like, oh, I think I am sick, but like I hope not, because I don't want to end up in hospital again. So I've just kind of been resting, doing the things, hoping for the best. And then my potassium was actually quite low in my first blood, so they put me on the yuckiest potassium supplement drink ever. Look, it's not that bad, but like it was bad. It was like a blackcurrant taste, not nice. Even the nurse was like, okay, like she called me yesterday and was like, your potassium levels are back up, you can stop doing that yucky drink. I'm like, thank God. But yeah, she did say that my infection level was high. She was like, are you like okay? And I was like, I have a bit of a sore throat, I'm not gonna lie. She was like, do a COVID test because if you have COVID, we have to chuck you on all these meds, blah, blah, blah. I don't have COVID. I did a test. She's good. But, yeah, she was like, there's a lot of flus going around. So I did pick it up, unfortunately. Because obviously you have the infection in your system before symptoms show up. So it's fine. But I've been fine. Like, I haven't been that sick and my sore throat's kind of gone. So my body definitely dealt with this flu a lot better than my other one. That's for sure. But yeah, so I'm okay. Hopefully it kind of goes out of my body by the time I do my next blood test, which will be tomorrow. So hopefully. But yeah, so right now I'm feeling good. I waited till this week to start filming because the week that I finished my chemo is like my full write-off week. Like I'm just like, I'm at home. If I feel good, I'll leave, but I'm not planning anything. I'm not doing anything. I'm just going to like let my body do its thing. And like, that is when I do feel my worst. And then this week I've felt a lot better. So I've been seeing my friends. I've been socializing. I've been out doing all the things. And I'm just, starting to feel better, which is good. But yes, I only have 4 more chemos to go after this, which is insane. So I'm like, if my chemos can go like the last one did, the next 4, literally no complaints. They went so quick. So that'll be really good. But what else? I wrote everything down. My chemo bag, I named her Helen. Her name is Helen. I did go through a few names, but yeah, because I get to keep the chemo bag, the actual bag, not the CAD pump in it that has the chemo, but like the surrounding little backpack. So keeping her name's Helen. I'm thinking if I should bedazzle her or not. The hospital said that a lot of people do. So I'm tempted, but then I'm also like, I kind of want to keep her like hidden. I don't really want people seeing Helen in public. I'm trying to hide her. Much as I love her, not something I really want to advertise. But yeah, what else? Oh, yeah, sleeping pills didn't work. I really couldn't sleep. I think that's why I was so tired as well, because I wasn't sleeping like through the night. Very interrupted. But yeah, I think that's the end of my second chemo. But yeah, I think that was the end of my second chemo. It's pretty chill. I'm very lucky. Like the more people I kind of speak to, the more I realize that I am very lucky. Like people go through chemo a lot longer than I have to. I'll be done by like early April. Like it's honestly, I got the easiest, I think. So I'm just hoping that I will be done by then. Hopefully that will be the last. Hopefully then I'll get a PET scan and I'll be cancer free and I'll be in remission for 5 years. That's obviously best case scenario. That's what people are hoping for. That's what we're all hoping for. But it sounds quite promising. But I think what's going to be a big teller is the PET scan that I get after my next one, just to see how much cancer is gone, how much it has shrunk. It's obviously shrunk, like it's working, because like my face, like all my symptoms are gone. So it has definitely done its thing. It's just going to be how much is gone. I'm hoping that it is like what expected. I don't need better than expected. I don't need, wow, it's amazing. I just need that's what we wanted to see, you know, like, yep, that's good enough. That's all I need. I'm not asking for much. But yeah, so that'll be the next thing. But other than that, it's just a day by day. I have to get my leg PICC line like redressed every week. Because it's just like tape, not tape, like a bandage kind of thing, a clear bandage kind of thing. So I basically am in hospital twice a week anyways, even on my like off chemo weeks. But yeah, my mum goes on a cruise the start of my next chemo, which is what I was meant to be going on. So sad, but that's fine. I can go on a cruise after this. But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely still keeping busy this while I have cancer. I have 2 weddings while I still have cancer. I'm the maid of honor of one of them, and then the other one is like a few weeks after I finish having cancer, and I'm the bridesmaid. So it's just I'm keeping myself busy. There's no rest for the wicked. But yeah. Trying to think if there is anything else that I am missing. Yeah. I think that's it for this one. I can't really think of anything that I'm missing. And if I do, I'm sure it'll be brought up in the next one. Like, I'm almost positive. Oh, wait, no, what I forgot to say was even in my last hospital visit of me being sick, I literally made people bring me food, like outside food. Like, I refused to have hospital food. Like literally lunch and dinner, I had people bring me food because I was like, I'm about to lose my taste buds. You really think I'm going to be continuing to eat this hospital food? Like, look, it's not terrible, but it's not good. Like, it's not great. And I was like, if I'm about to lose my taste buds, the last thing I'm going to be eating is hospital food. But I haven't lost them yet. So I'm really like, am I even going to lose them? Because at the start, like when I get my chemo, I go a few days where my taste buds are a bit weird, but then by the time I go in for my next one, my taste buds are perfectly normal again. So it's weird. It's odd. Chemo obviously affects everyone very differently. So like they can't tell me when I'm going to lose it. They don't have a crystal ball. So yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see. So I'm just trying to eat all my favorite foods and like make the most of my taste buds while I can. Because when I lose them, yeah, I'll probably just like eat so much like healthy stuff because I won't be able to taste it, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, thanks for listening to my 3rd episode. Wild that I just smashed out 3. Love talking, as you can tell. If you want me to talk about anything, let me know. Even though I feel like this topic's a bit, what are you gonna say? Unless there's something that you want me to like expand on, like if I said something that you're like, oh, I want to hear more about that, yeah, I can talk, tell me. But I feel like this is me more just like talking about myself. It's getting really windy. Anyways, thank you so much for listening. See you in the next one. It'll be a bit of a gap between my next one because I go in for my 3rd one on the 30th. And then that ends. And then I'll have my write-off week where I'll just be dead in bed. And then I'll film. So it'll be a while before you see me again. But at least I gave you 3. And they're like long. So you're going to be so sick of me. Anyways. Illy trilly. Bye. Oh my God. Anyways. And then side note, this isn't cancer related, but what I've been doing while I'm at home to like keep myself busy, colouring in Fortnite and Among Us. Among Us with streamers. That's what I've been doing. I got bullied on my first one, but that's fine. Streamers can be mean, guys. And like people in the comments, people like cancel Cyan. Like I'm trying my best here, babe. I'm trying. Okay. Like I couldn't kill anyone. People get like invested in this shit. I didn't realize how many, like they get very angry. I'm like, it's a game. It's just a game. It's wild. But that's what I've been doing to pass my time. And this hotel game on my iPad. And colouring on my iPad. I'm an iPad kid now. So yeah, that's what I've been doing to make my time up. But yeah, thanks for listening. I'm actually going to finish this now. I promise you, I'm going to finish it. It's gone a bit warm. I might add some ice. This is just wild. I can't believe I just had 3 coffees in the exact same one. But also, that's probably better than having 3 coffees when my heart rate's resting at 130. I shouldn't be drinking coffee at all. So this is kind of ironic that I've made it Chemo and Coffee. See, this is me rambling. I need to stop. Okay, I'm going now. Bye.